Hello, I'm Corey Poulin, director and producer of this video that you're witnessing as we speak. As you may know, I've been going around a group that's been very near and dear to my heart and making healthy connections. Words can't begin to describe how much making healthy connections means to me both personally and professionally.
Well, it's actually, the program was not started by me, it was started by Partners for Youth with Disabilities. And it was brought here to the Springfield area by partners that were PYD, Partners for Youth with Disabilities. They were doing the program in Boston. A group of people from Boston was coming out here and doing it with some young people. But our services in Western Mass compared to services in Boston vary. They're different. So the individuals that were coming out were having a hard time connecting the youth out here with services. And so I actually started working with them about 16 years ago, running the program as a collaborator.
I've gone around asking many people, from the leaders of the group to the peer leaders that represent the younger people in the group to the parent group, about what disability pride means to them. Everyone had a different way of how it meant to them, but it all narrowed down to the same goal, and that's being proud of who you are.
Disability pride means to me is being proud of who you are, accepting your disability as it comes, and what you look like, and and accepting that all of us have something unique about us. And I'm proud to be a person with a disability.
Disability pride means to me that everyone's equal and everyone has an opportunity to do anything they want to do in life, and they can succeed at it.
Disability pride means to me that you are unique no matter what you got as a disability. I can go into my personal story a little bit. I was diagnosed with autism at age 8. I thought that could have wrecked me. It was towards near the climax of my elementary school career. And it almost wrecked me, because I used to get bullied a lot in elementary school and then even at the high school level. And people used to make fun of me because I was different. And I often said to myself, well, I'm a terrible person because I have this disability. It's a curse. And all these years I would blame myself as to why I had this disability. I'd blame God, I'd blame the doctors, I'd blame my parents. There were so many, I was in denial of just knowing how unique I really was. And it wasn't until I found this group that I really found who I was as a person with a disability.
I think my favorite part is actually when I get to see youth who have participated actually reach some tangible goals. Like someone who comes in their first year or their first time and they don't know what their disability is, and really afraid to be proud of being a person with a disability, and leave and have confidence that they are a person that has a disability, and that I can, to hear them self-report that they've talked to doctors, or they've gotten an apartment, and they feel because of what they've learned from making healthy connections. Well, making healthy connections is for young adults 14 to 22 that are still in school, and then we have what are called peer leaders, and peer leaders are 16 to 24 years old. But the peer leaders are peer mentors, and they're there to be role models and mentors. They take part in the group, but they're mainly there to assist me in running the group.
My experiences with making healthy connections, I will always remember for the rest of my life. I'm currently a peer leader of the group, And I thoroughly enjoy being a peer leader because I like to pass down that type of experience that I've had to younger people who never knew like this stuff could be very possible. And if you could pass that strong message like I do, and to other peer leaders in the group that do it to other kids, that talk to other kids, it's just passing the knowledge that you've been taught to others. And that's the greatest gift of all in this group.
My role as being a peer leader is to make sure before every group that I call my people and find out if they're coming, and also to check in with them, see how they're doing, if they have any problems with anyone else in the group, if I can help them in any way. I've liked being a peer leader and I've enjoyed being in the group, and my experience in the group has been wonderful. I've been in the group for about 8-9 years now, and I just love coming to the group. I've made so many friends and met a lot of people.
My girlfriend, Courtney Tassini, pulled me aside when we started dating, and she was like, oh, well, Corey, there's this group called Making Healthy Connections. It's a support group. Now, need I remind you that I might be an outgoing person, but groups like that and vouching your disability to people that you don't even know or that you just first met is a very scary situation. It's a very scary thing. And I didn't know if I was necessarily going to be comfortable with that. And then, but since going there, I've noticed that there's not everybody there doesn't have Asperger's like I do, or a form of the autism spectrum. There's people with Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, autism, and stuff like that, or they can't talk, or they're in a wheelchair, or they have to use a walker. Seeing all those people who come into that group, some of them now that I'm really close friends with, and I see that they're proud of who they are, no matter what life threw at them. And that's when I looked at them, and I looked at myself, and I'm like, I really should be proud of who I am. I shouldn't be afraid of Corey Poulin having Asperger's. I shouldn't be afraid of any of that because I'm proud of I should be proud of who I am.
It influences me because I can see that we're a big community, and every time that we have youth come into the program and they gain that little bit of independence, it really makes the world a better place. My expectations of the young adults in the group are for them to come into the group and hopefully get opportunities that they might not be getting in school or work or after school programs, and also give them the opportunity to interact with similar individuals to themselves, and so that they can see they're not alone. Sometimes we're so busy caught up in our own lives, feeling that we're a person with a disability, and we might get picked on, or we might have been bullied, and you feel so alone in that sometimes. But it's nice to be able to be in a group and have others be able to say, I've been there and this is what I do. Or for other people to just be, I think that's the biggest thing for me is the fact that the youth get to know each other.
When I first joined the group, I was very shy and I wasn't sure what to expect from the group. Wasn't sure if anyone would talk to me or what to expect. And I didn't talk to people, and I had very, very, very few friends. And coming to the group, I've met so many people throughout the years, made so many friends. I talked to so many people. Now I'm more outgoing, and I'm more apt to talk to people than before I started the group. Making friends has made me felt more comfortable in a group because I know there's people there that I can talk to and that I get along with, and I've actually talked to some of those people outside of the group, and it's just been wonderful.
Each meeting, we have someone from the community that works in the field of disability or is a person with a disability. So one, that inspires them to have pride because they're meeting people who are just like themselves, who are doing things independently. And I think that gives them pride to know that they're not alone. I think my favorite part of the activities is is some of the activities we've done. I think bringing the group to an adult, bringing them to an accessible apartment building and letting them see how other people with disabilities live on their own was really inspiring.
Since coming to this group, I've learned so much stuff about being independent. I didn't even know what independence of having a disability was. I thought I would need assistance with my parents and stuff like that for the rest of my life. But I realized through this group, you can be independent and have a disability. And for those people that don't think that being independent with a disability is possible, I'm living proof. I am in college. I'm going to be going to Westfield State in the fall. I know how to do my own laundry. I know how to do dishes. I know how to do simple meals for myself. Before coming into this group, I hardly didn't even know about. And through help of obviously my family and close friends, you know, you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself.
Usually I will say our AIC experience tends to be right up there.
My favorite activity has been we go once a year up to American International College, AIC, and we get to cook all different kinds of healthy foods and learn about healthy foods, and it's just a wonderful experience getting to do that.
Is adaptive cooking and nutrition. That tends to be a big popular day. People learn about adaptive equipment. Everybody gets to try a knife, and some individuals who've never been able to cut or use a stove, it's their first time. So I think that one tends to be a lot of people's favorite.
My advice would be come to 1 to 3 meetings. 3 meetings most likely, because then you'll get to see what the group's like and you'll get to meet new people and see how lovable the people are and how nice they are and how such a great group this is.
To the people that don't think this group is for them, just try it out. Just try it out one group, one meeting, and you'll see the difference. That you're not alone in the struggle of having a disability. But it shouldn't be a struggle. It should be a success. Think of it as a gift. And then one day you can do this. Like I said, I'm living proof, and other people in the group are living proof. And you just got to show pride in yourself to say, hey, I am somebody. I'm Corey Poulin. I have Asperger's, and I am a somebody in this community. And show disability pride and pass it on to others. Thank you.